Dang, it's been a while, hasn't it? Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, and I know I haven't posted in months. So let me tell you about where I've been and how it has changed me as a person and as a creator and what I'm planning to do next with this channel. So let me get you all in the loop and let me kind of explain the past few years of my life, and hopefully my story and whatever will resonate with someone out there, because I feel like a lot of people don't share this kind of stuff, and I want to just let people know that they're not alone, like we're in this together. You don't have to go through hard things like this alone. Gosh, it feels so long ago, but in reality it was only like a little over a year. I committed to a university that was far from home. It was a few hours away. So I had to move and do school full time, and I really locked in, got my foot in the door, and let's just say it took me a long time to get there. For the past couple of years, I was doing community college. I did community college for 3, but then I took a gap year. So it was basically 4 years of me kind of figuring out what I wanted to do in school. While I was doing that, I was doing this. I was making videos, reactions. I was going on trips to cons. I was really trying to feel out this whole social media thing and see if this was something I wanted to do, because it's fun, but could I make it successful? Could I be successful with it? And the answer is yes. Anyone can do anything, okay? But all good things take time and a lot of work. And while I was at school and moved away from home, I really did not have the time to invest in editing, recording, because I was too locked in being studious, I fear. But the whole, I think it was 10 months or whatever, I'm rounding it up. The whole school year, I was up at school. I just felt like a huge part of me was missing, and it was creating in some way. So if you're wondering, okay, well, what is she studying in school? I'm actually a communications major studying the entertainment business, specifically with a marketing minor. I just love entertainment. I mean, what are you watching me on right now? YouTube. And I'm hopefully entertaining you in some way, shape, or form. But let's just say this is the perfect major for me, and I've learned a lot about myself and the industries and what I want to do after school, and do I even want to create my own kind of content? Now hold on, let me explain. I have grown different communities on different platforms, and let's just say things are going to be changing up a bit. I feel like I say that a lot, but this time it's okay, she's serious. She's matured or whatever. I want to say right now that I have a Discord, and there's a good chunk of people on there, but it's not very active, and I never use it. So I think I'm going to delete it. And by I think, I know, it's gone. When this video is up, it's already gone. Sorry. If you want to communicate with me, comment, and I read those. So there's that. But platforms like TikTok and Instagram, I have a really, 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 really love-hate relationship with, but I don't want to abandon those because TikTok is my biggest community. That is my biggest platform, and I love and appreciate you all so much for supporting me on there. But I used to post, obviously, stream clips when I used to Twitch stream. Oh my god, in high school, I'm 22, gonna be 23 this month. That was Twitch clips, and then I kind of did bits and memes with trending audios and sounds, and then I kind of stopped streaming, so then I did my YouTube clips, and then it was occasional little mini vlogs. Oh, also, when I really started reactions, I started posting clips of my reactions on there, and it's just the page, and same with Instagram. The pages are everywhere. So this summer, my goal is to kind of figure out what I want to do on those shorts platforms, whether it be fit checks, vlogs, occasional little gaming clips, etc. I want to make it more me instead of just clips and stuff, that's kind of confusing. But I digress. Those platforms aren't necessarily my number one priority. My number one priority is here, YouTube. What's up, YouTube? This YouTube channel, also all over the place. I do gaming, occasional vlogs, reactions, I do a lot of stuff on here, and I love the variety I have. However, things are gonna change. Let me talk about it. I want to focus more on my gaming videos, and as for the reactions, I know a lot of people are gonna be kind of upset or sad because I know that's where a lot of y'all found me from, but I will not be doing those as often. I probably won't be doing them a lot. It'll be very occasional. I will say I love making reactions, and I love the things I react to. I love indie animation, cartoons still. Like, I'm a huge nerd when it comes to that stuff. We all know this. But is that the kind of content I want to create? No. But I want to make content instead of reacting to it. I want to make videos talking about it. Like video essays explaining my theories or thoughts and opinions. Almost like a little movie critic, if you will. I want to still make videos about the things I like and enjoy, but not necessarily do reactions. Hope y'all stay, because I know a lot of you are here from the series of Mushroom Reacts. I haven't said Mushroom Reacts out loud in months. So that just like hit me like a truck. And I do get comments about this all the time. How's Leah? How's Leah? How's Leah? Leah is great. She is doing amazing. Definitely go check her out. Even though she doesn't post or whatever, still follow her because she's my goat. I actually want to make more vlogs and videos like this, talking to the camera. I think they're fun. I want to share myself more and connect more with the audience and the viewers. This video is me opening up, and I hope you guys can relate to it in some way. I've checked my statistics, okay? I've checked my demographics. They're all over the place. It's people of all ages and genders and all that fun stuff. So I just want to start sharing some stories because hopefully people can relate. I will say, when I was at school not creating content, that school year was one of the best and hardest times of my life because, and like this next year, because I'm going back up, like I'm not done. Next year up at school is going to be even more stressful. I just missed this so much, and it feels so foreign to me now, and like I'm unfamiliar with how things are, and it's really like I'm really sad about that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I've shed a few tears because I don't really know what are the kids up to these days. Like, what are y'all watching? What are y'all doing? Because I had to go off to war for a year and then I'm back, and then I'm leaving again. But when I'm back at school, I really I punch myself every time I think about it because I low-key did abandon all my socials, and I was really sad. I don't want to get emotional. That's how I feel, you know? And I also know you, the person watching, if you've made it this far, have changed too. And that's totally okay. I think we need to just embrace the changes in our lives and play with the cards we are dealt with. I need to lock back in because I still want to do this. And I know I can make something out of myself from it, even though that's not the goal. The goal is just to make funny things and hopefully people enjoy them. No matter if it's one person, 1,000 people, 1 million, frick, I don't know. When I was up at school, I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I thought I was a hard worker, but I actually am a really hard worker. And I kind of looked at the people around me, and I was like trying to surround myself with the people who would better me and the people who can maybe learn a thing or two. And I realized that my work ethic is something that I need to value more because a lot of people don't have it. And if you don't have it, I think it is a really good goal to like find it and work towards something that'll better you and your life, because that is so important. Whether that's getting a job, going to school, focusing on other things in your life that'll better you, I just think it will be hard to make that change because frick, I just didn't have the money to drop to move to school and pay for the school. But you know, I found ways to make it work, and a few loans later, I'm there, you know? Like, it's just, you gotta figure out things to do to make the trajectory of your life prosper, you know? Because it's never too late. Like, I'm 23 and I'm a junior getting my BA in communications. Well, I'm about to be a senior. Technically, if you think about it, like, that's like old or whatever, even though I don't care. Like, everyone goes around the circle, they're like, I'm 20. And I'm like, oh, I'm 23. Y'all gonna call me Unc or what? No, but it's just like, you know, it's never too late to get your foot in the door. And I just think it's so important that we talk about that more. It's never too late to start following your dreams or to start bettering your life, because even though you're like down in the dumps, the only way to go is up, I fear. So I really, that year of school really ingrained that in my brain, that no matter where I am, the only way I want to keep going is up. And that will take time, that will take effort, and I will be anxious and I will be stressed out. But look at the outcome of all that hard work and stress and anxiety. Like, I did really good in school this year, guys. I had like a freaking 3.7, 3.8 GPA. I got a scholarship. I've gotten awards for my recognition, like, in my school. I've made so many connections. I've grown my network. I made amazing friends that I would have never, ever, ever thought I'd be friends with. But let's just say life dealt it to me and I took it. I embraced it, and I am so lucky that I was able to do that. I will say now it's time to keep embracing the change, but now to finally like get back into making content for myself, because I've missed it so much. Like, this is my creative outlet, and hopefully you all can enjoy it too. Let me know. I have some videos that I do need to make and edit and post, so I'm gonna try and make, like, I don't really want a posting schedule on YouTube, but I'm gonna try and do one little video a week, because I also do have a summer job now while I'm home from school. The grind doesn't stop, but it's all about that time management, okay? It's okay if you're stressed, because it's fine. We're gonna pull through. But wow, that was a lot of talking, and that was my little update, if you will. And what I learned while I was home from school, I did learn a lot. And I didn't even say everything, so I could make like a video talking about the things I learned at university away for a year, but potentially, perhaps. But I hope you all are doing well. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you're the GOAT. I fear like if you're still here from me not posting for like months, you are goated, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.